Are you PCSing at Tyndall Air Force Base? Well, welcome to the Gulf Coast, where the beaches are beautiful and the cost of living here might just surprise you. Here we've done the homework so that you can relax and enjoy the scenery from day one. Let's take a look at what it really costs to live here. All right, so let's start with our first expense, and your number one expense is going to be your housing. All right, so lucky for you, the U.S. government is allowing you a 10.6% increase in your basic allowance for housing in the year 2025, so that definitely helps out with some affordability. Now, if you're an E5 with dependents, that's going to look like $2,154 per month. If you're an E6 with dependents, we bump up to about $2,430 per month, and then for our officers, we're somewhere around an O3 is going to get about $2,703 per month towards your housing allowance. All right, that's great, but what does that mean for numbers? So if you're living within about 30 minutes of Tyndall Air Force Base and you're looking for something similar to this 2,000 square foot house behind me, you're gonna be running somewhere between $275,000 on the low end, $325,000 on the high end, and that E6 BAH rate is gonna cover a house about $300,000. Now, that does not include your utilities, and that's a very rough estimate. So obviously you need to speak to a mortgage lender to make sure that you really understand the cost of owning a house, but that gives you a great start. Speaking of utilities, I was actually surprised that my Florida power bill is a lot better than my Georgia power bill was, and I thought because it was so hot that it would be worse, but utilities here really aren't that bad. When you've got power, sewer, water, trash, internet, they're really reasonable here, and a lot of families are spending somewhere around $500 per month on their utilities. So that does not factor into your mortgage costs. So when you're factoring the price of a home, you need to make sure that you factor in the cost of your utilities, somewhere between $300 and $500 per month, depending on the size of the house, because that will be added on to your housing cost. So what if you do plan to buy? You have to think about property tax and insurance as a part of your mortgage, but your property tax is going to be somewhere around 1% or less. So $300,000 house, $3,000 per year. Your insurance, everybody hates Florida insurance, but honestly, it depends on the age of the home. If you have an older house, it is built to an older code of standard for storm damage, okay? So you're gonna have worse insurance rates. But on new construction homes like this, one of the tricks for a new house is that you're going to probably get a really good insurance rate because it is built to the most recent storm requirements for the state of Florida. So brand new construction home is gonna give you a little bit better of an insurance rate, and it's gonna save you some money. So what about the kids? If you're looking for off-post child care, it's gonna range anywhere between $700 and $1,200 per month. Tyndall offers its CDC program on post, so you can check that out for income-based child care. If you're looking for school-age children, you have Tyndall Academy on post, and you have several other public and charter schools nearby. Check out other videos in our Tyndall series to get more information on the schools. So what if you don't want to buy a house and you want to rent instead? Well, if you're looking to rent a 2-bedroom apartment like this behind me is going to be somewhere between $1,200 and $2,000 per month, and it varies completely by location. So if you're looking for something to rent, reach out to us. We'll give you a personal recommendation and we'll find you a great place. Next is gas and groceries. Our gas and groceries are actually super comparable to the national average, and the big benefit you get to living here is you live by the ocean, so that natural seafood is super easy to come by. Stop by your local seafood or butcher shop to get some really great local seafood. And Publix here actually has some great crab legs as well. Every PCS move is different, but at least now you got a little bit better understanding that if you're coming to Tyndall, what it looks like to live here. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss a single video in our Tyndall series, and check us out at our information below and hit us up for any questions or details you may have. We love to help any way that we can.